DeAndre Hopkins is signed with the Baltimore Ravens. Congratulations to D-Hop. Obviously goes over to the Chiefs for a year, has a little time in the Super Bowl. Now he joins the Baltimore Ravens. There was a photo that was posted a few years back of Derrick Henry, Lamar, and D-Hop. And D-Hop posed the question, how many TDs would this trio total? Well, we're going to find out. And I know this isn't the D-Hop of like 5 years ago, and I know it isn't the Derrick Henry of like 4 years ago, but Lamar is Lamar. D-Hop has a great opportunity here with the Baltimore Ravens, and Derrick Henry had like a full resurgence. Not that he was ever down, but last year he looked great. I think we're going to find out what that question's answer is, and I'm excited to watch them continue to build over there in Baltimore.
I love watching D-Hop play football, and I'm sure the Ravens fans probably split on this signing. You know, I'm sure a lot of them are like saying, just like what you were saying about Cup. You see a lot on the internet, D-Hop's washed, but he's a competitor. He's going to go out there and work and try to put his best foot forward on a contending team, so he'll be playing meaningful football again. So we'll see a ton of D-Hop next year.
What is it, $5 million? $5 million for D-Hop, up to $6 million potentially. Who knows what the incentives are in all of the contracts. Lamar Jackson gets another weapon, though, AJ, which I think is good news for Lamar and good news for the Ravens.
Yeah, I don't know how, if you're like a Ravens fan, how you could be upset with this sign. It's D-Hop. It's not like you're paying him $45 million a year. It's a 1 year, $6 million deal with the Ravens. So, I think it's all upside when you think of this. So, Cooper Kupp's definitely going to have to go to a contender. You know that with a franchise quarterback. There's only a handful of teams I think he's even going to look at.
Okay.
Sorry to derail that. I know Cooper was at the beginning of this.
Yeah, we're talking about D-Hop right now. You know what? We're never going to get back to Cooper Kupp, too, so thank God you got that out right there. You know, that is I appreciate it.
I'm just thinking of Cooper Kupp, and I'm like, yeah, the dude's awesome still. So is D-Hop.
Well, D-Hop did the same thing. I think went to a contender. Yeah. You know, like $5 million, $6 million. At this point of your career, you've already earned a lot of money. Let's try to get into some meaningful football games. You know, D-Hop got to do it last year. Cooper Kupp obviously has done it a lot with the Rams. It's like, let's continue to do that as opposed to just maybe getting paid more and going into complete irrelevancy, which is certainly possible.
Yeah, I mean, D-Hop's he's still going to be great in the red zone, which is something the Ravens are always they're always in the red zone. It's always something they need. Like, I mean, he had a great start with the Chiefs, and then there was the lull, and then obviously, you know, in the garbage time of the Super Bowl, things went really well. But I mean, D-Hop's still D-Hop.
Are you worried over there in the AFC North? Baltimore Ravens loading up.
No.
Joey Burrow, obviously, in Cincinnati. Cleveland just brought in somebody that's been in your building. And Kenny Pickett, as well as keeping Myles Garrett. You guys got questions at quarterback. You got a question with TJ Watt. You know, the Pittsburgh Steelers going to be okay? Whenever D-Hop signs the Ravens, is your first thought, oh, no, we're in trouble yet again?
No, that was not my first thought. You're right. The Steelers have bigger problems on their roster. No, D-Hop does not scare me. The Browns, KP beating them twice is my worst nightmare of all time. The Bengals, they don't play defense. No, I think Steelers are going to be fine.
The Bengals, interesting. Nobody's really talked about it. Jamar Chase obviously is due a shit ton of money. I think Rapport told us he's got nothing but time to figure that out. Like, they don't play until, September or whatever. And it's like, okay, so we're doing that again. Feels like we're going to go through that entire song and dance again. Then T. Higgins stuff obviously is very real. And then on the defensive side, Trey Hendrickson is allowed to search for a deal. It's like the Bengals have a lot of question marks.